The Scene projects are brought to you by these fine sponsors. J. Rick Music in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Dirty Dog Production, connecting the Black Hills and beyond through music. And DBS Entertainment. We want to thank our sponsors and each one of you, our listeners, for making yourself part of the Scene projects. The Scene Project Songwriter Showcase is taped live every week in markets across the Midwest. Well, welcome into the Scene. I'm your host, Bubba Starts. We are at Monk's Ale House for the Songwriter Showcase, and with me today is Chris Graves.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing well.
We've never got to do the podcast live looking at each other before.
It's true. It is weird being
nice.
able to look at you instead of just staring at my phone.
I feel like I'm going to get lost in your eyes, though.
I'm already there.
So, Chris, we've had you on the podcast before. You're a friend of the show. We know where you came from already. If you don't, folks, I recommend that you go back and listen to our hour-long episode, our first Sunday conversation. We got deep on that one. But, Chris, what have you been up to? Summer is upon us.
Gigs. Yeah, it's that time of the year where it's just so busy. And that's a good thing.
It's wild. My next 2 weeks are just insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no break until October, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine with me.
Now, I'm heading west next weekend. Are you playing Four Winds?
I am.
Nice.
Yep. Saturday
sometime.
Yeah.
I'm playing Friday night because I got to come home, and we got the Solstice Shakedown June 22nd here at the Icon Event Hall in Sioux Falls. But yeah, I'll be out there playing Friday night, so bouncing back and forth and yeah, having a great time. Making good use of it, though. I'm rehearsing with the guys for the Custer Beacon show while I'm out there.
Oh,
so
there you go. Do you know what time you're playing?
6:30, it looks like from me as far as like how it's going on there, but you never know, right? Those kind of festival settings, they're going to run how they're going to run.
That's true. Yeah.
On the schedule. You're in town in Sioux Falls, Tea Teapot Days.
Teapot Days, baby.
This isn't your first time playing Teapot Days, is it?
No. I've played it the past, I want to say, I'm trying to think of how many shirts I have. The past 3 years, maybe? Sounds about right. It's been me and Devin Sance, and then this year will just be me.
Nice.
So
yeah, Devin, obviously friend of the show for listeners. So Chris, you brought your guitar with you today.
I did. I brought a guitar. I brought two guitars.
You did.
And
we're going to talk about the other one later, but I think we should play some music for the folks here.
Okay, let's get into it.
What are you leading us off with?
We're going to do End Times Blues to start. And End Times Blues is a song that I wrote back in 2019. It was kind of like when all the COVID stuff was happening, and it was like, oh man, it feels like the world's ending. And so I kind of
better write a blues song.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So I wrote this song about it, and just about how like the love of money, I think, is what's gonna blow us up in the end. So the chorus is that 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. So it's literally money is the chorus. Yeah. And so we're just gonna go right into it. Let me just get this situated here. Perfect. All right, here we go. Civic crowds up from the sea. One little mark for you and me. Singing. I don't know what to believe. Four horses, mouths, and a false high priest singing. We had the seed, planted the tree. Under the ground there's roots of green. Singing 1, 2, 5, and 10, 20, 50, 100. Running you until you're dead. Talking heads of oblivion. Sing 1, 2, 5, and 10, 20, 50, 100. Heard the rivers are running red. Think we might just see the end. To say I guess I'll just get out the way singing I don't know what to believe. Horses' mouths and a false high priest singing. We had the seed, planted the tree. Under the ground there's roots of green. Singing 1, 2, 5, and 10, 20, 50, 100. Heard the rivers are running red. Think we might just see the end. Singing 1, 2, 5, and 10, 20, 50, 100. Running you until you're dead. Talking heads of oblivion. Hey! Singing, 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 singing. There we go. Extra. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm doing my best, you know. I get up here,
Great stuff.
scream real loud, and hope that it sounds good.
Well, that's why I like you. You remind me myself of me.
Right. That's well. I mean, if you're not giving it your all, then what are you really doing, right? You gotta really push, because otherwise people don't feel it.
Yeah, man. Nope, that's it. You know I give a lot of energy. We've performed together before, and yeah, it's all energy to me. I know I'm not the best guitar player. I know I'm not the best singer, right? But I'm going to give you everything that I got every single time, and always appreciate that, man. It's being a part of being a performer, right? Yeah. And, you know, the promotion side of that is so important, too. I know that you are very out there. You know, you guys book so much that you have to be promoting it. Otherwise, there's not going to be anyone there. Like, you just can't count on it. Mm-hmm. You just people showing up just because, oh, yeah, I see Chris is in town. Okay. Yeah. Most people don't see it. That's you forget how lost we all kind of are out there. We're not connected, right? So that's what this is all about, is connecting the dots, and we say that a lot around here.
Yeah, well, and we appreciate it, too, because, like, there's I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like, Devin's really great about promoting. I am not. So I'll make, like, a post here and there, but I need to be making posts every single time. And, like, talking about it is one thing. So I talk about, for me, when I'm affecting change in my life, I think about it for, like, 2 months, and then I talk about it for, like, 3 months. And then I think about it for another month. Yeah, I think about it for another month, and then after that, like, 6-month point is where I, like, start actually doing it. So like now I'm in the talking about it phase, but maybe I can jump ahead and start.
There you go.
Start really getting on it.
Well, we're talking about doing a lot more with the scene, and I know that Louie over at the Custer Beacon is all about this and what we're doing. Obviously, we're huge fans of what they've been doing down there. I know you've played there, and I've yet to play there, but it's coming quick.
Oh, you're going to love it, dude.
I'm going to have so much fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And so it's cool that we have these kind of hubs, right? And that's the spokes. We all need places to kind of hold on to, right? And that's what these become. Monks, obviously, is one of our places now, and the Custer Beacon, and we hope that, the Spearfish Public House as well, which is kind of part of the same family, is going to be a part of that as well, right? And we just keep spreading. I know Roke up in Minneapolis is very interested in getting this up there too, right?
Yeah.
So we're already spreading the seeds, right? And getting up there. And Alec Glauvitz, Coffee Break Entertainment, shout out to them and what they're doing. I'm taking off to head up there this weekend to kind of go and spread the gospel and tell everybody what we're about down here and just keep spreading our wings, right? And keep spreading the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why you guys are so important to me. You're my little Black Hills folks, right? I say you're the only ones that answer my phone calls because that's pretty much what it comes down to. When I text you, I always get a text back. So.
Oh yeah, immediately. That's when I see your name, I'm like, he's because you're such a busy guy. Like you're always working on something. So anytime that you're sending me a text, not to sound selfish, but I'm like, he's got something cooking. Let's see what we got going on here. So I'm like,
I appreciate
right
that.
away.
Thank you. I hope other people take note of that too and start answering because we got stuff cooking. More to come on that. Why don't you play us another song?
All right.
What do you got?
So I'm doing a lot of new songs today. So these are songs are not recorded yet, but will be soon. So I guess we're going to do some funk. We're going to do a little stunner. This is a song that I wrote. Obviously, they're all songs that I wrote, but I wrote this one a couple years ago, and I've been playing it for a little while, just getting it refined. And it's like just kind of I wanted to just write a love song that didn't have that much like deep meaning to me. Like I wanted to just like have a fun love song that was like, there's no feelings attached to it. It's just a really fun tune. So my buddy and I used to kick around this line that was, she got an ass of 10. Anything less is asinine. And I was like, I'm going to use that, dude. And he said, all right, go for it. And so then this was.
I finally found the song, man.
Yeah. So this was like what developed from just that one line. And I had like this funky riff. So this is it. This is Stunner. She got an ass of 10, anything less is asinine. Got my body, take my spirit and my mind. Don't have to take her out and show her off or give her time, just to let her know how I feel inside. I get so lost when I'm with you, baby, baby, baby. Feels like I might just come unglued, baby, baby, baby. You drive me crazy when I'm with you. They say she's a drunk, dead stunner, and I feel alive. Like a hot day summer, and I'm cool tonight. She's a thinker like a theoretical physicist. Got the numbers cause she runs her own business. Knows how good she is. Got a wife her quick. Gonna spend a couple more years crushing it. I get so lost when I'm with you, baby, baby, baby. Feels like I might just come unglued, baby, baby, baby. You drive me crazy when I'm with you. She's a drop dead son feel alive. Like a hot day summer and I'm cool tonight. She's a drop dead stunner and I feel alive. Like a hot day summer and I'm cool tonight. She's a drop dead stunner and I feel alive. Like a hot day summer and I'm cool tonight. She's a drop dead stunner and I feel alive. Like a hot day summer and I'm cool tonight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love that song. I love that funky stuff. That's what kind of drew me to you. Obviously, and I love the juxtaposition. Like, you and Devin are both great, but you play so drastically different from each other, right? You got this whole smooth blues kind of crooner almost vibe, right? And then Devin is obviously Devin, right? I can't wait to have him on this show.
Man,
right?
that's
gonna
be
be
so
fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. So this has been such a blast doing these, right? I had my buddy Lee Klett on last week. We had Humbletown on a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
right. So we're
there
getting we're getting some awesome talent. And then we're getting all these live recordings on the backside of this, right? Like, we can run all these through, send them to Matt Beaner or whatever, right? I'm sure you can clean them up and make them sound even better. And then we got releasable content after the fact too. So it's all going out there anyway. It's working. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like, keep doing it, dude. Just keep doing it. And whatever happens, happens. But I'm pretty excited to get to sit here with you. I know the room's not as full as maybe we'd like it, but to capture all of these things, to capture these songs, right?
I almost like it better with less people. I think it's nice. It's got
intimate. This is what they call an intimate.
Right. Well, it just feels more like conversational, you know, like it's instead of having a bunch of people.
Not performative, right?
Yeah, sitting here like, judging what you're gonna say. I mean, that happens anyway, but
yeah,
like
it's a really cool spot to shoot a live podcast, right?
I like this room. I love this room a lot.
Yeah, right. I forget that this is your second time here officially, but the first time.
First time where I remember. Yeah.
I have a lot of places like that, Chris. I have a lot of times where it's maybe my third or fourth time in a place, then I'm not remembering. So.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore. You don't drink hardly anymore at all? You
I don't
quit
drink
drinking
at all.
completely? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drink sometimes, but every time I do it now, like I quit drinking for several months. I didn't have anything, and then I'd have a beer here too, and it just doesn't have the same taste, right? The taste buds have changed, and I have no interest in it. I have no interest in being drunk anymore. We're too busy. We got stuff to do. I got goals.
Yeah, I either had to start making enough money to be able to pay a driver, or I had to get sober. And since I'm not making enough money to pay a driver, here we are.
There you go.
I've still got, I got
bad.
places I have to be and like things that I have to do, and it's pretty tough to do that when you're like just perpetually kind of drunk or really drunk.
Right. Well, and that's a trap that I think a lot of musicians and a lot of people in our business fall into, right? And a lot of people stay there their entire careers and never get out of it. I think the world's obviously changing a lot. We're so aware of addiction and mental illness and, just mental health in general. We're so aware of those things now, where it definitely wasn't like that 20 years ago. And I don't even think 10 years ago.
Even 10 years ago. I mean, there's definitely like in a lot of places, there's still very much like an obligation to be like the textbook rock star of like, yeah, this guy can drink unlimited alcohol and he can still just like play, or he can do unlimited drugs and he can still play and sound good. And it's like,
yeah, it's definitely not like that.
Maybe those guys in the 80s could, but like I am not one of those people.
No, and I don't think any of them were either. I think if you go back, a lot of those live shows were probably awful,
pretty
dude.
Rough,
if you're putting down gallons of whiskey, right? Like that couldn't have been great, but it's the world. It's just crazy to think that was like 40 years ago. Like when we were born, right? We're around the same age. I turned 38 this year. You're probably younger than me by a bit.
Just a little, yeah.
But we were born in that era where everybody was partying, and even the 90s, and it seemed like it kind of fizzled out. The 2000s were weird, but the age of the rock star is gone, and the age of the independent, functioning business person, musician is here, and I think no one embodies that more than the two men sitting on this stage, right? Like, we are doing this. I mean, even though you have a day job, right? I mean, I know you go to work, you work in a music store, so you're surrounded by it still, all the guys in the scene and just amazing talent that it takes part in that store, right? Is so fun. So
it's barely a job.
Yeah, it's barely a job. That's nice. So is podcasting, right? Like this is you call this work? Well, okay, cool. I'll do it.
Technically, it is.
I really enjoy it, man. I'm not going to break the news on the podcast here, but we have some big things to share for our listeners, and you'll already know by the time this podcast episode airs, but I can't wait for you all to see what we're up to. You got another song?
We're going to do another one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, another new song. This is the twin to Stunner, the last one that I just played. So I wrote one song that didn't have a ton of like deep emotional connection to me. And then I was like, that was kind of fun. I'm going to write another one. So this is the other one that I wrote in my little like trailer house, like mid-July with no air conditioning. So it was so hot.
Brutal.
It was so hot in the house, and that was where like the first line came from, where it's like it's 85 degrees in this house. It was probably closer to 90 in there. It was so damn hot.
It was probably much warmer than that.
But yeah, then it just ended up being like another kind of like fun love song, and I don't want to give the impression that that's all that I'm writing now. But these are just two of like my favorite ones to play. This is my mom's favorite song of mine now, and so.
Hey, shout out to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
She's a big fan. Yeah, we appreciate you. I hope you listen to this episode and get a kick out of it.
She'll be asking you for a recording of it.
She's got it.
It's 85 degrees in this old house. Maybe you and I should just get out. We can impulse buy the things we want right now. Put them on a credit card. We don't have to go too far. Sunshine, moonlight, fire away. I wanna see you in that sunshine, moonlight every day. At night, you'll be rocking that sundress. Hot mess, I'll be on my knees. You'll be talking about how time goes. What's next? I'll say, baby, please. If ever there was a time to last forever, could it be right now? Could we stay young together? Their face, it's all that you've gotta say. Now take my heart, ain't no need to pay. 'Cause your money's no good here. You give me everything I want. Your time is all I want, dear, and you've been spending it a lot. Take me downtown, I wanna go. Light it up, yeah, we'll give 'em a show. You'll be rocking that sundress, hot mess, I'll be on my knees. You'll be talking about how time goes, what's next, I'll say, baby, please. If ever there was a time to last forever, could it be right now? Could we stay young together? Go. Light it up, yeah, we'll give 'em a show. You'll be rocking that sundress, hot mess, I'll be on my knees. You'll be talking about how time goes, what's next, I'll say, baby, please. You'll be rocking that sundress, hot mess, I'll be on my knees. You'll be talking about how time goes, what's next, I'll say, baby, please. If ever there was a time to last forever, could it be right now? Could we stay young together? Hey, thank you guys. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, I like your style. It's just so unique. The open chords there, because you couldn't like get your whole hand on the guitar without it sticking, and
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do some.
feels
weird
like
stuff.
the house wrote that song.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, that house wrote a lot of songs, but not a lot of great ones. It was always
No?
too hot in there. It's just too damn
Just too
hot. Can't play in this. Can't play in these conditions.
Hey, it's better than being 32 degrees outside at the Deadwood Jam. That's the first year we played it. The only time that Starts and Ends played it. That's always 32. It's great.
Yeah, that's hard on the other side. Of the
Wonderful.
spectrum.
Yeah, I'm sure my guitar appreciated it.
Can't feel
Oh,
your
no.
hands.
No.
Just like, okay, here we go.
No, fun stuff. God, being a musician's great, isn't it?
It's fun.
I get to do some really fun stuff tomorrow, Chris. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I wish you weren't playing. I'd bring you up with me. Your cousin Luke
Shame.
Graves is going to be playing, though.
my cousin Luke Graves,
The illegitimate cousin.
who I stole my name from. Got him, Luke.
That's become such a great story on the scene now. I love the running gag.
Have you talked to him about it?
I just thought, yeah, we got it on our podcast episode too.
Nice.
Yeah, his interview I posted a while back. Maybe, I can't remember now. I had to interview him again. He's in town. He'll be in town later tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, he's rehearsing tonight, and I'll put him on stage tomorrow.
I might
He
have
just
to
found
send
out
him
yesterday.
I'll send him a message like, "Hey, cuz, what's up?" He'll be like, "Who are you?"
Oh, so fun. Listeners of the pod will get it. That's okay. We're about to be famous. They're going to love this stuff.
Superstar.
Yeah. What song do you want to play next?
I don't know. That's,
You got any classics? You played a bunch of new songs. You played a bunch of new material. You got any
Yeah.
old favorites that
I
you can
could-
bust out?
I could do a classic. Yeah. This is the first song that I wrote when I started taking songwriting seriously. It's called All My Friends. And people seem to like this one.
I have a song called All My Friends Too that I wrote when I first started taking songwriting seriously.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, it was
gosh.
one of the first songs I wrote. I was
It's just a
16.
good prompt.
Yeah.
You know, once you start taking it seriously, you're like, I should write about my friends.
Well, yeah, depending on how old you are, that's probably the first thing, right? I was like 14, 15, right? And that's the only people I had. I didn't have a girlfriend, so yeah,
Arguably
I have
one
my
of the
friends.
most important things in your life at that point, probably.
Yeah.
Is just like
Heck
your
yeah,
friends.
still friends with those guys, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So here's All My Friends. This is a classic. are getting married, having babies, buying minivans, and making plans that their kids are going to school. And all my friends are graduating, contemplating, getting their dream jobs well settled down. I still got a lot of growing up to do. Here's to us, we don't have it all figured out. All my friends are there and I'm just here like, let's have another round. Let's have another round while we still have time to figure this all out. Let's have another round. Hey, yeah. Let's have another round. 'Cause all my friends have reservations, complications, lists of things to do. I'm fully booked, I just got the time of day. All my friends are busy bees, they got their queens and ducks all in a row. Well, hold up, wait, can we listen to the guitar? Cause all my friends, all my friends are heading out. Cause all my friends, I think I'll stick around. Whoa, let's have another round. Let's have another round while we still have time to figure this all out. Let's have another round. Hey, yeah. Let's have another round. 'Cause all my friends,
Yeah. Your friends sound like my friends.
alcoholics.
Yeah. Yeah. We all used to be.
Yeah, that's us too. Yeah. Some of us reformed, some of us still partying pretty hard, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts to hurt a lot more. And it's, yeah, my body felt it. My body felt it a lot more when I stopped drinking and I lost 20 pounds. And it was like, oh, yeah, I don't hurt at all. My joints don't ache anymore. And, yeah, there's a lot of things.
My head doesn't hurt.
And
all
I
the
run
time.
high octane, dude. I am from 4:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. I am running, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, nonstop. And it's like, oh, if you don't bring yourself down, you're just going to run like that for a while till the sun goes down. I got a little bit left after the sun goes down, and then it's done, right?
Yeah, you can't afford to be hungover. You're too busy.
No, too much going on, man. We're trying to build a lot more than just one career, right? We're trying to build a whole host of careers for people, right? We're laying the foundation for what will be many careers, hopefully, right? And having these spaces and making sure that we don't lose these spaces. And I don't know that most of our listeners or people in this room know how close we were to losing this stage and this opportunity completely. So I'm glad that we didn't. I'm glad that we have the opportunity to do it. And yeah, we're here for as long as they'll have us, right? Like, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
This place
not?
is cool.
It's a great room.
Yeah, you're going to have to evict my ass. I got squatters' rights.
Call the sheriff.
Oh, man.
Sheriff. He's coming in.
Well, we don't need to wear you out for Teapot Days tomorrow, but you got a few more for us?
I do. Yeah, I've got a couple more here. I don't know where we're at. How many do you want?
I don't know. Actually, nobody's telling us what to
want
do
like
here.
another
bud.
2 hours? Or?
Yeah, no. No, it ain't like when the bar hires you, right? I'm like, no, you come and play for as long as you want to, and then we'll leave.
All right, we'll do 2 more.
Cool.
We'll do 2 more here.
I like that.
We'll go,
Make them count.
Yeah, we'll slow it down and then we'll end on a somewhat high note.
I like it.
So this song's called Homecoming Comets, and it's one of the better recordings that I have out there right now. It's a song all about where I grew up in Sturgis. A lot of us would go back after we all went off to school or moved away or whatever. We'd all come back to Sturgis around the holiday time and do a pub crawl together and get super duper drunk and fall down and all that good stuff. And I missed the last one that they did, so I was looking at pictures on Facebook because I was playing a gig actually, and I got home and was looking at the pictures, and I started thinking about how long it might be before I get to see some of those people. You don't really get to see a lot of the people that you grew up with for a really long time, especially if you miss your high school reunion like I did. Also playing a gig probably. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I was thinking about that, and then this song just kind of popped up. Time or two, and I probably will be again, 'cause I've still got family who walk these old streets, and probably still a couple friends, but I have got my own orbit, Time, it gives us the distance to grow. The pen of time writes our sonnets. I will be yours if you will be mine. Some winter night I will see you, my homecoming comets. Some of us circle out past the Milky Way, others turn round at the moon. You don't have to leave, it's okay if you want to stay. The rest of us will be around soon. The rest of us will be around soon. But I have got my own orbit, The time, it gives us the distance to grow. The pen of time writes our sonnets. I will be yours if you will be mine. Some winter night I will see you, my homecoming comets. Well, thank you.
It's one of my favorites of yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of the only slow songs that I really like playing because it's got that big, huge chorus at the end. And
Yeah,
I'm a
dude.
big
It's
fan of that.
freaking beautiful. Yeah, the
Slow
songs
build.
that come to you when you grab a guitar are so much different than the songs that come to me, right? Like, that's what I love about being friends with musicians is like, oh, that's what you do with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's so wild. You know, when I watch Dylan Lewis play, and I'm like, ah! You know,
Oh,
like
man.
we play the same instrument. We're both musicians. We're both guitar players, right? But what I do is not that. You
Yeah.
know, like we are not the same thing.
Such an incredible player, man. Like, oh my
So
gosh.
are you, Chris. You're a great guitar player, man. And I don't think you take credit for it and that anyone would ever give you credit for it. But a lot of the stuff that you do is very unique to you. I watch you when you play. Like, you have a very unique style. And that's kind of what I admire about you is that you're not ever trying to be someone else. Even when you cover another song, it is so far away from what is out there, you know, in versions that it makes it your own. Like, you are the master of making everything your own. And I think a lot of artists struggle to do that, especially people that can't get out of doing cover music and just maybe don't have that songwriter bent like we do. And I kind of have to appreciate that too, that not all musicians are songwriters, right?
Yeah.
That there's a special group of us that tell the stories and write the songs, and that the songs speak through rather than, you know, sometimes it's in an old house that's hot as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's on a beach somewhere, and it's just wherever that inspiration of being able to harness that, right, is the specialness, you know, and you do it very well. I'm a huge fan of yours, Chris. You know that.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah. I mean, I think there's like some songs, and maybe this is something that even guys in cover bands feel, but like some songs are easier to hear in different ways too. Like if I listen to Ventura Highway by America, you know that song?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that song, like, I don't hear in any other way. If I was gonna play that song, I would play it exactly how they wrote it.
Right.
But songs like Heart Shaped Box, for example.
You just sunken yourself into it. You're going to have to play it now.
Oh,
I will
boy.
allow for one cover to be played tonight again. And just because we're talking about it, and that's what I love about the podcast and having control, is that like, oh, well, now since we're talking about it, I want people to hear it. I want our listeners to hear what we're talking about, right? So go ahead. I picked your next song for you, and then you can play the one that you wanted to play after that.
All right.
I'm taking full advantage of being the host of this show.
Play the damn song.
You could call me a hostage taker at this point.
Yeah.
Dance monkey.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is a perfect example of that concept where, you know, there's some songs are written in such a way that they lend themselves to a bunch of different styles,
Interpretations, yeah.
and they can really change like the impact of how it feels. So,
right. And it's not foreign, right? It's been done by artists for years.
Yeah.
I mean, Knocking on Heaven's Door is like a classic example,
covered
right?
by a million people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my interpretation of Heart Shaped Box. She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnet trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. seconds, forgive no one just yet. I cut my teeth on angels' hair and baby's breath. Broken hymen of your highness, I'm left black. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right there. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever indebted to your priceless advice. Your advice. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Especially when you and Devin played that together. We saw you at Lil's. Shout out to Lil's in Deadwood.
Yeah.
Friends of the show. Yeah, you doubled that guitar part up, and then the heart just like, wow.
It's a whole soundscape.
Yeah, man. Now, you recorded that one already, right? You got that one out on Spotify?
Yep.
Can you talk about the process of putting a cover song out?
Yeah, so it's just the licensing is a little bit different. You still credit, like in that example would be like Kurt Cobain. You still credit the original writer, but then you can't collect mechanical royalties for like the writing credit for it.
Right. But the performance.
But I think the performance you still can, and you have to, it's a different licensing process if you want it to go to like sync licensing,
right,
like for movies and stuff. So I just ran into a problem with that where somebody wanted to use it for like a TV show.
And you didn't have the right licensing.
Like, well, yeah.
Could you get it? It's a lot more expensive,
it's like,
though.
Yeah, it's like an extra like $400.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to license it for streaming, it's like
how
$40.
much was it to license the song to record it then?
It's you only have to license it to release it. So like you can record it
right
all you want, but for streaming, like the streaming license for it was like $40 or something.
Oh wow,
like that.
That's not prohibitive at all.
Yeah, super cheap, but like then the sync licensing is where they get
right. Well, that's because what you're going to make money off of. They know you ain't making no stream money.
Yeah. Take my $3.
They rigged the game. They know where the money's at.
Yep.
It's in their pockets still.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Geez, to own the streaming platform that your music is played on, right? I don't think most people understand that the major record labels own Spotify, right? I mean, if not, they got them by the nuts, right?
They get all the money.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
well,
like
it's you want our music. Well, you're going to pay us the money share, and I don't think a lot of people will look at me and you and be like, "Oh man, you guys made it. You got stuff on Spotify," and it's like,
nope.
Yeah, no, I'm not making a penny off of that. If you download the song, though, I get something. So if you download it, please, wherever you listen to music, download our stuff.
Yeah,
that money does come to us.
Buy the songs, buy the albums, because that's like what actually
ringtones.
Us, really.
One of my friends bought my ringtone. I was like, well, that's freaking cool.
They
Thank
still
you.
Do that?
Yeah.
Is that like on Apple Music?
I don't remember. I use 1 RPM to distribute my stuff.
Sure.
It's free. That's why I use it. I don't pay a service, and they never take your stuff down, and they just kind of leave you alone, right? They take their share and whatever. And I was like, cool, you can have your 0.01% of nothing. Here's your penny.
So
cool.
Here's your 16 cents. Now get out of here.
Yeah, man, I'm all about it. But so yeah, free. Anything that keeps my overhead down is great. I use Fiverr a lot. I actually just sent out Building Today is done now. So I sent that out to a gal actually in the UK who has a blog and stuff, and she reviewed Triple Fine for us, and I just loved the work that she did, right? So I was like, hey, you want to review this song? And yeah, it goes on their website and stuff. I got a little bit of traction, right? right? But there's a million of those, and you have to form these relationships with people, and get the song out there then, right?
Mm-hmm. Using social media as a tool, not a distraction, is huge.
Yeah, man, I'm not on there to see what you're doing. I'm sorry. I mean, it's different, but most people, your uninteresting life doesn't interest me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not part of my family. I got 2,400 friends on Facebook, right? I'm friends with you, so I can tell you what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't. And if you don't like it, this is a problem I've been having lately, is this isn't unspoken. Oh man, well, you just messaged me too much, I was like, you can block me. I won't even notice.
Yeah.
Sorry if I sound cruel, but I won't. There's plenty of people out there that do want to listen to us, and that's what we're starting to find out, is that there's plenty of people that want more of us. We're going to give all of us to them and not worry so much about it. You can shut us off and go listen to whatever you want to. You have that choice. We all are masters of our own reality at this point.
Unfollow me.
Nobody's holding you hostage here, except me holding you hostage here for one more song.
Currently.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah. It's gonna be a really new song that I'm sorry, I changed the level on my guitar, by the way.
Oh.
So
okay.
That last recording is probably very guitar heavy.
No, you're good.
Anyway. So this is a song that I kind of wrote and it's one of those songs, you ever write like half a song and then you have a gig that night and you're like, we're just gonna play it. Why not? And then the way that you play it changes every time, but eventually you settle into something, but you never finish writing the song. That's this one.
Nice.
So it was a work in progress, and then now I've played it so many times that like
it's finished.
It's done. Yeah, I can't change how I'm playing it at this point. So here we are. So this song is called "The Weekend."
Nice.
And it's just like a party song. It's like a reflection on back when I used to go really hard and like have.
I love how you waited till you quit drinking
fun
to write party songs about drinking.
It's so much easier to reflect on those times when I'm like clear.
Can you remember them?
Yeah, it's always a lot easier to write about stuff that's happened way later. So, yeah. So this song's called "The Weekend," I think.
And the names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Yeah, that's right. No relation to The Weeknd. All right, here we go. I was walking downtown with my best friend Joe. I found a hole in the wall where we could go all night. And a 4, 5, 6. I had a couple too many, then a swing and a miss, alright. It's a weekend, so baby give me a call. We got the boys in the band and the girls all dancing on the deep end. So baby give me a call, like. Got a friend, she's so sweet like summer rain. Summer rain shot whiskey and it blew cocaine. Make 'em laugh, nearly drive 'em insane. Make 'em sit, make 'em beg. It's a weekend, so baby give me a call. We got the boys in the band and the girls all dancing on the deep end. So baby give me a call, like. It's a weekend, so don't worry at all. We got the boys in the band and the girls all dancing on the deep end. So baby give me a call, like. Call. We got the boys in the band and the girls all dancing off the deep end. So maybe give me a call, like. It's a weekend, so don't worry at all. We got the boys in the band and the girls all dancing off the deep end. So baby, give me a call like. Well, thank you. A little sloppy, but you know what? It's
Nobody
fun.
noticed.
It's fun.
Nobody here has ever heard that except Kayla.
That's true.
Shout out to Kayla, following you around all these years.
Yeah.
You lucky, lucky man.
Putting up with my loud guitar playing at home.
you,
Scaring the cats.
you're not a quiet guitar player, are you?
No.
You like
not
to rock,
usually.
man. You got groove. I love it. Yeah, I love your style. I love the relationship that we've built with each other over these last several years. And yeah, just getting to know you and play music with you guys has been a really, really cool experience. And we're just getting started, man.
Yeah,
This is just getting off the ground. And I appreciate you coming out for our Songwriter Showcase here at Monk's Ale House.
Thank you for having me, man. I
Chris
appreciate
Graves.
it. Bubba Starts.
We did it. We did it.
We made it.
Yay!
Woo!
Thanks to everybody for being here. This is the Songwriter Showcase at Monk's Ale House presented by The Scene, and we'll see you next Thursday. Thank you for listening. Join The Scene projects on all your social media channels. Find us on Spotify. 3 episodes releasing weekly. More content on our Patreon channel. Patreon.com/The Scene Projects.